Welcome Libra, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the last week of October reading for you. This was inspired by the full moon of last week in late degrees Aries, 27 degrees, and of course the sun was in Libra. The sun is now in Scorpio. However, a number of planets went direct from retrograde. Generally, Pluto moved into 24 degrees of Capricorn, Jupiter into 22 degrees of Aquarius, and Saturn in 6 degrees of Aquarius. Mercury went direct in 10 degrees of Libra, your sign, and will be moving through Libra until the end of the last week in November. However, all of the now direct planets that have moved direct, and they're not all direct, are still going through their shadow period. So it's going to take a little minute before we actually can feel the effects of some of this opening up and opportunity for you. So I am going to first look at the bottom of the deck, and you have Awakening. Awakening is the same as the Judgment card. This is clearly an awakening to your soul's purpose. One of the most basic meanings of this card, receiving information or having grown into a level of knowledge and ability to make decisions in a way that could potentially rectify a situation from the past. This has you greeting an opportunity from the past in which you are now experiencing the potential of this relationship, this work, this effort, this event in a way that you formerly did not understand, because you didn't have the maturity of experience and the knowledge of your purpose. You did not understand that not only do you have a purpose, but so as well do the other people or situations involved have a purpose in your life. You're now understanding and learning those lessons. Let's look at the Sun cards, and that represent you. And these are the cards that are showing me your situation right now: the Seven of Wands, Revolution, and the Star card. Revolution is also called the Tower in other decks. And here we have you assessing your life, assessing your experiences, particularly in your work-life direction, the efforts that you're making towards productivity, something you're building, something you're growing. You're stepping back from that and looking at the ways in which you've been producing this event or these objects, ways to improve their crafting, ways in which you could make better decisions about how this effort is being created and built, and really assessing ways to improve your effort, this project, this work that you're creating. The Revolution card, again, is that glimpse of enlightenment. So here you first have an incredible glimpse of enlightenment, and then you begin to understand that there's hope, that there is possibility, that there's potential to this effort that you have not understood before. But this is you understanding your trajectory towards being able and empowered to make the best decision for yourself moving forward. So these are beautiful cards. The Tower card, I'm feeling, the Revolution card, I'm feeling allows you to understand experiences, glimpse some incredible enlightenment, understand the way a course correction can be made in your life that could help others, that could lead others in such a way that you had not anticipated. Your enlightenment, your understanding of a situation leads to building up the hope and the future of this organization, this relationship, or this effort that you're making towards healing yourself primarily, initially, but also as you gain hope, gain optimism, see that there are possibilities unimagined in the future. Those are things that are impacting others. Your moon cards show us the situation you're in, the situation you're dealing with or confronting. The Nymph of Swords is the Page of Swords, the Justice card, and the Ace of Wands. So we're really being balanced here. There's a lot of justice vibes. There's a lot of effort here that you are making, Libra, to rectify a situation. The balancing out, the star speaks of balance as well. These are about making things right. This is about a very complex effort on your part to rearrange the events, the experiences of your life in such a way that they match a now newly seen opportunity that was not clear to you, a newly seen vision of the future. Justice is your opportunity to rectify a situation in the here and now. And that attempt seems to be inspiring you to move in a brand new direction. You're moving into a place where you're inspired to really detach yourself from your thoughts and feelings. You're inspired to step back, and you're receiving a message, or you're receiving some information that helps you understand the impact of your thoughts and your beliefs, that helps you to understand the impact of your behaviors and how they may have created a situation in the past that you thought you understood, possibly dismissed or walked away from, but cut out of your life, perhaps prematurely. But you now have an opportunity to rebalance this relationship, this situation, this opportunity in a way that leads you in a completely new direction, inspires you in a new way to start afresh. In the full moon, the opposition cards, this is where the sun and the moon are creating a solution, the way that you're negotiating the solution between the sun and the moon. You have the Warrior of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So I feel you receiving new information about your abundance, understanding your ability to model the way in which you are creating security and abundance for yourself. You're moving into an arena of greater comfort and discovery, self-discovery of your emotions, your past experiences that you've had, the ability to sit with your feelings, to extract the experiences, the lessons from those emotions that you've had, that you are experiencing, the ability to not deny your feelings, but to use that ability to create and understand your peers, your colleagues, your supporters with whom you are beginning this new work with. So you are collaborating in order to build something of beauty and value. You're collaborating in such a way as to focus on the details of what you're building, in such a way as to improve the quality of the details of what you're building and creating. And this is contributing to your sense and your ability to be resourceful, to show others what inner resourcefulness is and how your inner resources have actually helped to create a sense of material and intangible abundance. That abundance speaks to safety, emotional security, material success, but also to the qualities of resourcefulness, of joy, of pleasure, of attention to detail, of the experience of satisfaction that comes from crafting things of quality, from doing the right thing, moving in the right effort, correcting an attitude misalignment that you had in the past, an attitude that didn't understand that good things must be worked at, and that includes the relationship with ourselves. I'm going to clarify the star card and the sun cards. So let me cut these cards again. And we have the Fool, we have the Chariot, and we have the Six of Swords. So you're definitely stepping away you're taking a risk to move away from what's familiar. You're moving to something with a great amount of confidence and courage. The Chariot always comes to me as a way in which we release our desires. We will what we want, and we are open to the intervention of the divine, so that you are accepting help in your quest forward, in your release from suffering, from pain, from chaos. And don't forget, the Revolution card is the Tower card in some decks. So this flash of enlightenment, this understanding that you now have about how to improve something that you're working within or working towards, is creating a lot of energy and chaos on your part. There's a lot of looking back and being self-critical of efforts that you've made in the past. You want to relieve yourself from that. You want to move to a place of greater peace and hope. And the star card is you moving towards that vision, this greater vision that you have. And it's risky. It's taking you away from what's familiar. It's taking you away from what you have understood in the past towards a new idea, a new opportunity. And you're now recognizing the limitations of your past here. I'm going to clarify the Justice card on this side with the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Strength card. Yeah. This has been very, very difficult for you, because I do see you exploring your emotions. I do see you looking back and reviewing your past at many different levels. And I see you understanding how to improve something, how to rectify a situation that you formerly may not have understood in quite the same way. So the Knight of Cups shows you with a mastery of your feelings, the ability to step back, observe your feelings, observe your behaviors, and those patterns that are contributing to your sense of reality. The Three of Cups shows you sharing your feelings and emotions with others, the ability to not only share your feelings, but to celebrate the compassion, the pleasure, the empathy, the camaraderie that you experience as you share a range of emotions together and celebrate what you have been able to accomplish. The Strength card shows me that this has been a difficult effort, And something tells me that you are approaching something from deep in your past. This is something that you have understood as a certain way most of your experience in this life, and you're now understanding that you could do this better. There's a better way. There's a way to make this situation right, but that's been hard. You understand what you need to do, but doing it has been difficult, because my sense is that you are something of a caretaker. You are something of a person who does for others, someone who others come to when they have difficulties, and it is difficult for you to leave those situations, those relationships in the past. And this does not mean cutting people out. It means understanding how your behaviors can be altered so that you are surrounded by people that will help you move forward, people that understand the direction you're moving in, not the direction you've come from. And lastly, I'm going to clarify the Tower card, the Revolution card. Three of Swords, heartache. Two of Wands, trying something new, and the King of Cups. So we have here a picture of that past, that difficulty, that willingness and ability on your part to really explore what has been difficult for you to understand the cultural crises that you are now experiencing in your life. And this cultural crises could be exactly what has been repeated in these cards. You're moving away from a way of being that was comfortable and familiar to you. You're moving away from people that kept you there, surrounded you, you used to hang out with, and that you were content not to understand this in a way that would help you move forward. This cultural crisis is about you leaving the situation that no longer serves you, that also involves you reaching out. The Two of Wands, here you're reaching out, you're moving again into uncomfortable territory. You're stretching, you want to grow. What you've done is no longer enough for you. You need to expand. So I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle for you, Libra, to finish off this reading. And we have, it looks like citrine. Let's see where we are with this. It is called Herkimer, and the key word is dreams. I'm constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. I'm going to leave it there for you, Libra. I thank you for your presence. And if you appreciated this reading, please like and subscribe again. I'm Regina from Pacific Tarot. And until next time, Namaste.